Hello, my name's Adam Bailey and I work here at ICS as our Public Engagement Advisor. Now, I'm here today to tell you about a quick action that you can do as part of your action at home to contact your MP and send them a positive message about UK aid and development. Since 2015, the UK is committed to spending 0.7% of its gross national income on international aid. That's less than a penny in every pound of national income. For this tiny percentage of GNI, UK aid has had an enormous impact. It saves a life every 2 minutes and has a positive impact on millions of lives around the world. We should all be proud that Britain is leading the way in international aid and development. However, we need to ensure the UK aid continues to be focused on poverty reduction efforts and that the British public know about the fantastic progress that is being made through UK aid. In the last few months, the British press have been relentlessly attacking the UK aid budget. Newspapers are influential. They're read by powerful people, and when they turn their spotlight on issues, politicians listen. We can't let the false newspaper headlines be the only thing our MPs hear about UK aid. MPs have read these headlines and are hearing people within their constituencies question our commitments to the world's poorest. This is having a huge impact on UK public perceptions of international development. So why write a postcard to your MP? MPs aren't that special. They're the same as you and me, but they are important. They get elected every 4 or 5 years to represent the views of local people from their area or constituency. This means you are powerful and to them more important than any organisation. If a constituent comes to them and says, "I'm your constituent and I've volunteered overseas and I've seen firsthand the difference that UK aid can have for the poorest people," this can really influence their mindset and get them to start thinking what they can do or say to keep your vote. MPs get hundreds of letters each week, and many of these are pre-written letters by charities or other organisations. However, if an MP sees the same letter again and again, they fail to read them or start to ask, why is this issue so important to that person? If you write to them personally, talking about your own experience, it stands out amongst all these pre-written ones. As a returned ICS volunteer, you're one of the most effective messengers to talk about international development in action. Returned volunteers can be powerful storytellers with their first-hand experience of aid in action to help people understand some of the impact the UK aid is having. We want to make sure your MP knows about your experience on the UK aid funded ICS programme. The programme as an opportunity for other young people in your community and some of the positive changes you saw as a result of your placement. If this is your first time contacting your MP, don't worry. Remember, MPs are there to represent you. Your views are important to them and they'll be keen to hear from you and possibly meet you. Also remember that engaging with decision makers can be a great way to boost your action at home activity and at the same time raise awareness of ICS. You're ready to write your letter, so here are some top tips. Firstly, follow this link and find out who your local MP is. Enter your postcode from home or from the constituency you best represent and will show your current MP and all of their contact details. The next thing is do a draft first. Make sure you cut out those silly spelling mistakes and haven't had lots of crossed out sentences. And be polite. They're much more likely to accept your letter and want to engage with you if you engage with them in a polite way. Next, make it very clear what you're asking your MP to do. Do you want them to meet you? Do you want to share your passion for UK aid? Or do you just want to tell them about your experience working overseas and why it's important to you? Next, share your story. Get creative and make sure your postcard stands out. Why not include some photos from placement and put it in an envelope, or draw them a picture? Next, ask for a reply or follow-up meeting. If you're going to do this, make sure you include your contact details so they can get back in touch with you. And well done. You've done it. You've completed your first action at home. Make sure you give your postcard to your ICS agency and you remember to log it as your action in accordance with the guidance from your particular agency. This isn't the only thing you can do to get involved with the UK aid debate. Of course, you could meet with your MP and ask them to meet with you within your postcard. You could also get involved with social media using the hashtags UK Aid and Proud of Aid to engage the public in the debate. You could write a blog about your volunteer experiences and how you saw UK Aid in action. Or most importantly, talk to your networks, have those conversations and engage in discussions about UK Aid and its positive impacts. With over 15,000 UK returned ICS volunteers and many more people all over the UK who are passionate about aid and development, we can really make an impact in balancing the UK aid debate, so it continues to focus on helping those who are most in need. If you need any help at all with this action, please contact your ICS agency who will be able to offer support. Anyway, thanks for taking the time to listen and all the best.